All right, men, I'm back here. Same, okay, so we're gonna call this ace left, okay? So ace left, we got ace foot, we yell the formation from the sideline, okay? So sometimes we'll be in doubles, sometimes we'll be in trips, sometimes we'll be in empties, sometimes we'll be in hammer. We have all that in our playbook. I sent it to you guys, and obviously, if you have questions, please ask. Okay, so now, ace left, that means the tight end goes to the left, the H goes, they travel together, okay? We're going to go, oh, my fault. Let me just change this up. We're going to go, let me just edit this, my fault. Put the tailback right here, guys. All right. Oh, the other thing about the alignment of the tailback. Okay. So we always did, all right. So the inside foot for the tailback, which is going to be his left foot in this position, his inside foot is his left foot, would line up with the outside foot of the guard. Okay. Your inside foot to the left, outside. Sorry, I apologize. We're going to go with inside foot, okay, with the outside foot of the guard, okay? I mean, if sometimes it depends on the kid, all right? Sometimes we put him in the gap, but that was the best, the way that we did it when we ran buck. All right, those little details do matter, okay? All right, so obviously we get to the line of scrimmage, okay? The quarterback is going to take a picture of the goalpost. He sees that there's two safeties lined up at about 10 yards. Okay, two safeties. That means they might be a little bit light in the box, which is a good thing. Now he's going to look, so, we're going to see over here. I got two receivers over here. Do you have a free gift over here? Like, can we just run a hitch and get 5 yards and maybe break a tackle and get 60? No, we don't have that, okay, because I got three receivers. I got three defenders over number two. So that's not a good, we're -1 there, okay? But, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here, guys. Okay, and one of those guys is a corner. All right, no offense to corners. All right, I know our corners are good and they're well coached, but usually your corners are not your best tacklers. Okay, they want nothing to do with what's going on in here. Okay, so this looks like it's a 50. Okay, 3-4, whatever you want to call it, guys. Okay, so he's going to line up in the gap, probably between the H and the Y. He's going to be a 4 technique. A 4 technique lines up, head up over the tackle. He's going to be a 0 technique over the center. He's going to be a backside 4 technique. And there's your apex linebacker. There's your linebacker over here, over the guard. Here's your other inside linebacker over the other guard. Okay, your linebacker's right here. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, and then your apex linebackers over there. Okay, all right, so 21 buck. All right, I'm sorry, this would be 29 buck. All right, so ace left, guys. Ace left, 29 buck. Let's just take a look at our principles here. All right, we don't want to break rules. All right, we want to keep it consistent. So it's like we know this like the back of our hand, and we just play. We don't think. Okay. All right, so gap down backer. I'm on the left. It's 29. 9 is the exact same play now, but now it's to the left. Okay, 29 buck. We know the scheme is buck. What do I do in buck? Gap down backer. Inside, block down, gap side backer, okay? Gap down backer. All right, so if I'm the H, who's the first guy in the gap? That'd be that D end right there. I'm gonna block him down, okay? Right there, okay? I got a good angle at him, okay? We'll coach it up like during individual and whatnot, our steps and whatnot, but we block, he's the first guy. We never, ever block out if I'm an H on buck, okay? I'm always blocking the first defender inside of me, okay? All right, so the tight end, gap, nobody in the gap. Down, yes, there's a 4 technique down, so I'm going to step open with my right hip, bring my back hip through, punch through, and drive him down the line of scrimmage, okay? All right, left tackle, I got nobody in the gap. I got nobody down, so I go to backer, okay? Well, which backer, coach? Well, we're going to keep our path. Here's our path. We're going to step inside. If this guy blitzes, if he needs an A-gap blitzer, okay, I have to pick him up, okay, because he can eat the play up, okay? He's in my field that he can defend the play. If he scrapes, I don't chase. I continue my track right here, okay? I block that linebacker right there, okay? So far, we got the play side covered. Now, obviously, buck, 29 buck, we're pulling both guards. 29, we're pulling both to the left. Well, who do we got? We got the first guy is the force play. We're getting a little bit of depth just in case that DN comes up the field. We don't want to get caught in that traffic. Okay. All right, we're kicking out force. I'm assuming that cornerback is going to read the number one receiver right there. He blocks down. That cornerback's going to come up, fill, and set the new sideline. I'm assuming. Center, we talked about back to on. There's nobody back. There's nobody in the 1. There's nobody in the 2. There's actually nobody in the 3. So we're on, okay? Now, I know I'm the center. I know it's Buck. I know both guards are out, all right? So I have to eliminate, I'm by myself here. I got to eliminate the worst case scenario. What is that? I know the play's going to the left. I can't let that zero technique just shoot that gap, okay, and get into the backfield. So I got to snap the ball. I'm not looking to blow him off the line of scrimmage, okay? I want to be a technician. I want to have great leverage, okay? I want to step with my left foot, and I want to step in this direction right here, okay? And obviously, if this guy shoots that way, okay, if he shoots to the right, he's taking himself out of the play, all right? If we have our hips under us like we've been coached, okay, if we're not having an elongated, too long of a first step, and our hips are down, okay, we can adapt to that, okay? We can step with our left foot. His hip goes that way, okay? We have to just reset, okay, and pick him up just like that, okay? Guards pulling, this is the key. This is the guard where the back is following. There's my down block. There's my kick out. I'm going right up through touchdown alley, right up here, and I'm looking inside. If this guy fills, I take him. If this guy scrapes over to me, I take him, okay? In the back, obviously, same deal, okay? We're going lateral, okay? Quarterback's eye is going to look at right at this inside linebacker right there. Let's key him up, okay? We don't like, this looks cloudy over here. If we ever want to RPO it, it does look a little cloudy. I could be wrong, okay? But you got 3 covering 2, okay? But, hey, 29 Buck, we have a good numbers advantage here. We want to be able to make a big play on that. That is 29 Buck, guys, okay? And if we ever wanted to tag an RPO to it, it's the exact same play. Nothing changes. We're still pulling guys. We're still getting downfield, okay, because you can throw the ball even with a guy pulling and getting 2 yards downfield past the line of scrimmage. Usually 1 to 2 they'll give you. All right, you can still run. So that would be 39 Buck peak, okay? Guys, I did the best I could live, trying to make this very, very simple for everybody to understand. That's Buck, okay? So that's 21 Buck is to the right. All right, this is out of ace. All right, can we run this out of another formation? Yes, we can, okay? 29 Buck is to the left. 20, back's getting the ball. 1, Buck to the right. 9, Buck to the left. 30, we're tagging the RPO to it, okay? Guys, definitely ask questions, and I hope this is beneficial. Please let me know if you need anything else, okay? Thanks, guys.